Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm your girl, Candy Washington. And before we dive into today's Kiki, which is Lala Kid's lawyer, Darrell, coming for Raquel's neck. Lala said, "Don't come at me, call counsel. Reach out to Darrell, send it to him. I don't have time today for your mess." But before we dive in, you know what to do? Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a Kiki is always better with community. And check out the description box down below and join our newsletter, you guys. It is 100% free, and you get a ton of self-care and self-love content. So with that, let's dive right on in. So this is an exclusive from Us Weekly. It says, Lala Kent's lawyer, Darrell Miller, explains why Raquel likely won't try serving other Pump Rule stars restraining orders. Clapping all the way back. The man behind the meme, Lala Kent's attorney, Darrell Miller, is now part of the catchphrase, but his main focus is still the law. And he has some thoughts on Raquel's legal notices to her Vanderpump Rules castmates. Now, side note, I personally think this is the wrong road for Raquel. Bravo, NBC, they don't like it when their employees become litigious. So don't forget, they are still employees. I'm not condoning violence. I'm not saying violence of any type is okay. But I do think that sending cease and desist over some video, doing restraining orders where they're not really necessary, isn't the right road. But let's keep going. He says, I don't think it was personally directed at Lala as much as it was directed at a group of people. And that was kind of the other mistake. You're going to tell the world what not to do? Miller exclusively told Us Weekly on Thursday, March 16th. Sometimes somebody in the world's going to speak back, and that's exactly what he got. It was very personal and very random. Earlier this month, Raquel reportedly sent her co-stars legal notices, warning them not to share a video of her and Tom Sandoval that she claimed was illegally recorded amid their affair. The notice itself became a footnote, however, when Kent, 32, blasted the former pageant queen for sending the message to her personal account rather than to her legal counsel. Raquel, tell your little Mickey Mouse lawyer that if he has stuff to send over, he can send things to my lawyer. Same with the rest of my friends and cast, all right? The Give Them Lala author said in an Instagram story. I don't know if you know how this works. You're pretty brand new to the game. Send it to Darrell. Later, Raquel filed an order of protection against Sheena Shea, claiming that the Good as Gold songstress, 37, got physical with her after a taping of Watch What Happens Live with Andy Cohen earlier this month. Shea denied Raquel's allegations in a statement to Us through her lawyer, Naima Rahmani, calling the case a fabrication by a known liar and cheat who has betrayed everyone close to her. A hearing is scheduled for March 29th to determine whether the temporary order will be made permanent. But in the meantime, the Pump Rules cast is supposed to reconvene to film the season 10 reunion. The terms of the restraining order means that Raquel and Sheena can't come within 100 yards of each other, and they can't communicate via Zoom either. Now, side note, word on the street is that Raquel is going to be the one who's going to be zooming into the reunion, and Sheena is going to be the one who gets to come in person. Now, whether or not they can interact on the Zoom, according to this, they're saying that they can't because of the restraining order. I heard that another content creator looked up the restraining order and that Raquel allegedly did not click the contact box, just the harassment box. So that might be up in the air. I don't know. I'm just thinking if you have a restraining order, either party contacting the other party or being in communication with either party, I think they both would be breaking it. But let's keep going. While the restraining order could pose a problem for the reunion taping, Miller doesn't think Raquel could feasibly request orders of protection against any other cast members. Genuinely, the standard is you just don't get them like you go to the store and buy a new charger, he told us. It really has to have specific standards. In many cases, a judge has to order or grant that based on good cause. And that usually comes from declarations with specifics and certain kinds of harm that have either been threatened or proven. Kent and other Pump Rule stars haven't been shy about their thoughts on Raquel, but according to Miller, their comments aren't enough to merit further orders or protection unless they contain actual threats. It would just seem very, very, very implausible that a case can be made against an entire cast, Miller explained. They're all talking about me, therefore I want to restrain. No, you typically have to show some kind of real direct harm or direct conduct or something toward an individual that rises to the level of a court deeming that person worthy of being restrained. While Bravo hammers out the logistics of the reunion, Miller is just happy that he could have a good laugh with Lala over his viral fame. It's incredibly surreal, he told us. I have a 12-year-old who wants 4 sweatshirts for her and her friends. That's when I knew it really became real. That's really funny. I also heard people saying that, oh, Raquel went to urgent care, she put that in her paperwork for the restraining order. But what I heard was she went to urgent care on Saturday in Los Angeles. She didn't go to urgent care on Wednesday or even Thursday morning, in New York, where the assault allegedly happened. So to me, what that says is the assault, whatever went down, wasn't this whole she punched me in my face, all this stuff happened, blah 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 blah. Or else, why didn't you get a police report with the NYPD in New York when it actually happened? And B, why did you not seek medical attention in New York when it allegedly happened? Why did you wait to go to urgent care in Los Angeles when you got back days later? To me, it says once you got counsel, once you got a lawyer, right, that your parents got for you, which is totally fine. If I was a parent and my child needed help, I would do everything I could to help out my child. There's nothing wrong with that. But what it says to me is your lawyer said, oh, we need documentation if we're going to do a restraining order. If we're going to say this happened, you need to go to urgent care to get something documented. That's what it says to me. And as we've all seen, the allegations about was the bruise even real? To me, the scar was here one day, gone the next. And the photos that she gave, some of them seemed to have her older nose, not even her newer nose. It didn't really even seem like a black eye. So, the validity of her black eye, whether or not she was exaggerating it, whether or not she was posting fake bruises, that's up in the air and that's questionable. The timing of everything is also very questionable, right? I'm not saying it was wrong for her to go to urgent care if something really happened to her, but I think she went under the advisement of her legal team in order to have documentation for the restraining order, not because she felt that something was really physically wrong with her in that particular moment. Who knows? That can be up in the air and up for different interpretations. Um, what else? Also, don't forget, during this time, her second PR team, the same publicist who is Erica Jane's publicist, dropped her because they were saying there's too many inconsistencies, there's too many lies in your story that don't add up. So I'm like, why would a PR team drop you for inconsistencies if you really had the black eye, if you really had the proof? Even going to urgent care, that would be something, right? So that's also up for debate. So I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. Do you think that Raquel made a really big misstep by doing all of the cease and desist about the sex video and the restraining order? I think she did a really big misstep because I think she does want to come back to the show. I think she wants to keep her 15 minutes of fame going, but she's doing stuff that's going to make it harder for Bravo to bring her back, even if they're getting great ratings. How are they going to bring her back if she has restraining orders? How are they going to bring her back if she's sending cast cease and desist? So I don't know. I don't know, Raquel, but I want to know what you guys think. Put your comments down below. But before you do that, you know what to do. Go ahead and like this video, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss it when we go live. Also, be sure to share this with a friend because a Kiki is always better with community. Check out the description box down below and join our newsletter. It is 100% for free, and you get a ton of self-care content when you do. So with that, you guys, I will talk to you later. Bye.